The picture gives information about the life cycle of the tree. It is evident on the image that the first cycle is a small plant with the tiny roots and few leaves on it. While on the second cycle there is flowers on the blossom which has pink color. Furthermore, for the third cycle there is bigger tree. And lastly, the last cycle is the biggest tree which has a lot of leaves on it and a bigger roots and trunk. Overall, the picture shows about the tree growth.
The image provided is a picture that gives information about how a small tree gets evolved into a bigger one. The first phase consists of a small tree with small branches, leaves, and roots. For, for the second phase consists of pink leaves that grow on small branches. Then the third phase involves pink leaves getting converted into more dense green leaves with strong branches and strong roots. Finally, the final phase consists of more dense leaves growing up with enough sunlight, air, and water, with strong branches, trunks, and densely inserted roots in the soil.
The following image shows the significant details about tree growth. In this picture, there is a big cloud in the sky. In the lower part of the picture, we can see the different types of plants. The first one is comes with the roots, branches of the tree, and the second one is the orange class picture, and the third one is a green tree with the branches, and the fourth one is a big tree with the branches and the roots. To conclude, the picture is interesting.
The given image is a flow diagram which gives information about different phases in tree growth. The first phase is on the left side of the graph, in which it is a small seedling with roots and leaves. The second phase is next to it, in which the small seedling gives rise to pink flowers. The third phase it gives rise to the leaves and roots. And the final phase is on the right side of the graph, in which the seedling grows into a dense canopy with thick roots and many leaves. Overall, this image gives information about different phases in tree growth.
This image gives information about a tree growth. From the image, we can see that there are four trees. On the left hand side of the image, we can see that there's a skinny tree with little leaves on it, and also it is skinny. The tree that's next to that shows many pink flowers. The next tree is more slimmer and taller. And the largest tree of all is on the right hand side of the image, which has a large green canopy. Overall, this is an image which describes tree growth.
This picture giving the information about the tree growth. There are various stages here. Initially, the first stage is a small tree with only small leaves, and also second tree has dense leaves and a big branches. Coming to the third stage, the tree grows a bit tall and having very dense leaves. Obviously, it can be seen as green. And the fourth stage as really a massive tree with almost so bigger than all the tree stages, and then it's at the end of the life.
This graph gives information about different phases of a tree. The first phase is on the left and it is seedling with a thin trunk and some small leaves. In the second phase, the seedling grows bigger and some pink flowers appear. Then we can see the third phase next to it, in which it becomes small tree with more leaves and roots. On the right side of the graph is the final phase, and the tree has completely grown up with its leaves having become a green dense canopy. To sum up, this graph tells about how a small tree grows up to a big one.
The picture gives us an information about tree growth. There are four trees in the picture. The soil is green and the background is pink and blue. The first picture has few roots, followed by the second root, third, and the fourth tree. It is a beautiful magnifying trees that come to life. In order for you to enjoy the beauty, you should plant more trees for everyone to use. This picture, to sum up, gives us an information the different trees in the universe.
The picture gives informations about the tree growth. Firstly, it describes with the pictures having the no leaves and only the cover of the picture's leaves, and there are the roots and some flowers are grown. In the second, we can see that the leaves are coming out, and then after once trees are getting the together. Then in the firstly we can see that the leaves are coming out, then after it's autumnal, and then we can see from the pictures we having the final phase trees is completely grown up with the leaves having becomes green and dense canopy.
The given picture gives information about the growth of tree. First we plant a small plant in the soil, then it becomes little bigger. The roots of the tree is also becoming little more than before. Also it has some leaves. After the in the third stage we see the roots have become more stronger in under the soil, and the leaves are also have become bigger than before, and they are now in green in color. And in the last stage we see the now it is a form of a full tree. It is giving a shadow. The roots have become so strong under the soil, and the trees are, and the leaves of the tree.
This is the picture, and the heading provided on the top of the image is about the tree growth. Initially, it is evident that different leaves, pink leaf and root and stem and tree are shown on the given picture. The first leaf that is the first stem, which is about covers about the leaves, and the second one is it is covered with the pink leaf, and the third one is the little bigger than the two stem, and the last one, another interesting point, is the big tree which is highlighted with the green color, and there is the stem. Overall, the image is highlighted with different types of color, including green, pink, white, and black. In summary, each stage follows systematically to complete the process.
The process chart illustrates the essentials about different phases of a tree. The step includes seedling, some kind of flowers, leaves, and then it become a dense tree, and showing how the process progresses from one stage to the next. This type of representation is useful for understanding process chart. The process initiates with after the seedling, the tree has a tiny leaves on it and culminates at the tree is fully grown up in the end and become a dense tree. In conclusion, the visual representation highlights the key information about tree growth and different phases of a tree.
The picture is mainly about the process of growing a tree. It also shows seed and soil as well as sun and water. In addition, I can see irrigation and soil as well as roots and leaves. On the other hand, I can see trunks and branches as well as leaves and green. On the other hand, I can see brown and blue as well as pink and yellow. In conclusion, it is quite clear that it's the process of growing a tree and it shows different steps and stages.
This image give information about the different stages of trees. From the first tree, we can see that the tree is a seedling tree and the tree have different types of leaves and the leaves are very small and roots are not well grown enough. The second stage is a tree where the tree is filled with many flowers and colorful flowers. The second stage is the very good stage, and the third stage is a tree where the tree is very small but the roots are well grown and the leaves are also very bushy. And the fourth stage is a tree where the tree is fully complete and it is a very old tree. The tree is grown enough and the bushy of leaves.
The picture shows information about tree growth. Overall, there are four steps in the picture. To begin with, the first step is about the plant grow up to the soil. Moving on, the second step is focused on the leaf, change the color to the pink color. After that, the next step is about the tree, change the color to the green. Finally, the last step describes the tree grow up and have more leaf in the tree, and the cycle will be start over again. In conclusion, the picture is mainly about tree growth.